This season, Bayer Leverkusen have been Bayer never losing. Yeah, you've probably seen that exact phrase on Twitter at least 15 times in the last hour. It's getting a little old, but I think it's incredibly fair enough to say that Bayer Leverkusen have been incredible this season. In all competitions, they have not lost one single game. It's hard to single out one great player because they've all been brilliant. Granit Xhaka, Florian Wirtz, the fullback partnership of Alejandro Grimaldo, and one Jeremie Frimpong. That is the man we're going to be taking a look at in this video. I'm going to be going through his entire career to see how he got to where he is now, look at some of his stats from this season, analyse his performances, and ask the question, just how good is Jeremie Frimpong? With the amount of talent Frimpong has shown at such a young age and the fact he was born in Amsterdam, you would have assumed he would have gone on to play for Ajax and been one of the great academy products of that club. However, when he was 7 years old, his family moved to England, so technically he was eligible to play for both England and the Netherlands. Instead of being a great Ajax product, he was a great Manchester City product, joining the list of the likes of Brahim Diaz, Phil Foden and Jadon Sancho as he joined the club when he was 10 years of age. Similar to Jadon Sancho, he never really got an opportunity at Manchester City, and the highest level of football he played was under 21s. So in early September of 2019, he made the move from Man City to Celtic for a fee of €380,000. Later on in September, he would make his professional debut for Celtic, playing against Patrick Thistle in the Scottish League Cup, and he made quite the impression in his debut as he got man of the match. Frimpong quickly became a regular in the Celtic team and even started in the Scottish League Cup final versus bitter rivals Rangers. He was described as Celtic's best player in the first half by manager Neil Lennon, but his performances in the second half were very short, as he would get sent off for a tackle on Morelos in the box. In all competitions that season, Frimpong would play 21 times for Celtic, getting 2 goals and 3 assists and being voted Celtic Young Player of the Season. In the 2020-21 season, Frimpong would score in the opening day of the Scottish Premiership season. It would be his only goal of the season. He would go on to get 5 more assists for Celtic before in January moving to Bayer Leverkusen for a fee of €11 million. In his first 6 months at Bayer Leverkusen, nothing really happened. He played a total of 440 minutes in a total of 12 appearances. Frimpong would feature a lot more in his second season at Bayer Leverkusen, playing a total of 34 times, getting 2 goals and 8 assists. He would play the full 90 minutes in home and away games versus Celtic in the Europa League. He also played the home and away games versus Real Betis, and you'll notice I'm wearing a Real Betis retro shirt, and I will be giving away a retro jersey to one of you if we hit 8,000 subscribers before the start of Euro 2024. So you know what to do, hit the subscribe button and maybe increase your chances by leaving a like. The start of the 22-23 season wasn't a good one for Bayer Leverkusen. They only had 1 win by October. That was a 3-0 win versus Mainz where Frimpong scored 2 goals, and they were in the bottom 2, but we all know the story. Xabi Alonso arrives and everything gets better, and throughout the rest of the season, Frimpong's goals and assists go massively up. In total, he played 48 times in all competitions, getting 9 goals and 11 assists. Alonso's system really allowed Frimpong to get further forward, and at times he was essentially a right winger, and Xabi Alonso's football allowed us to see the best out of Frimpong. And well, this season it's been on another level for every Bayer Leverkusen player, especially Jeremie Frimpong. 40 appearances in all competitions, 13 goals and 11 assists. He's a right back. Well, saying he's a right back is a bit of a false truth, because if you look at his heat map from the Bundesliga this season, he's been in the opposition box more than he's been in his own. When we take a look at Frimpong's attacking stats compared to other fullbacks across Europe's top 5 leagues, they're absolutely incredible. He's in the top 1% for goals, top 2% for shots, top 7% for assists, top 9% for shot creating actions, top 2% for progressive carries, top 5% for successful take-ons, top 1% for touches in attacking penalty area, and top 1% for progressive passes received. He has a shot conversion rate in the Bundesliga of 15%. That is better than the likes of Darwin Núñez and Julian Alvarez this season, and on par with Bukayo Saka. But what are Jeremie Frimpong's defensive stats like? Well, at first look, they are fairly bad. In tackles, he's in the bottom 4 percentile. For interceptions, he's in the bottom 3 percentile. For blocks, he's in the bottom 30 percentile. And for clearances, he's in the bottom 1 percentile. But I do think we have to take into account Bayer Leverkusen average a possession of 62.7%. When we look at other fullbacks who play for good teams with a lot of possession, their stats are fairly bad. For example, Kyle Walker is in the bottom 8 percentile for tackles, the bottom 1 percentile for blocks, and the bottom 13 percentile for clearances. Fullbacks that play for the best teams in the world are going to have worse defensive numbers because, well, they don't have to do as much defending and do more attacking. A better metric to look at is dual success rate. We'll stick with the example of Kyle Walker, who has a 54% success rate. Frimpong's is slightly worse at 49. It's very clear Frimpong is an elite attacking fullback. His goals and assist numbers are some of the best on the planet. His dribble success rate is another incredible strength. He's also insanely quick, which is always a great strength for a fullback. And when you are such an elite player at that age, there will always be talk about potential moves away. He's been linked with Man City and Manchester United. And where do I think he should move? I don't think he should move at all. As long as Xabi Alonso is at Bayer Leverkusen, I think Frimpong should stay there, because Xabi Alonso's system is absolutely perfect for him and is getting the best out of Jeremie Frimpong. He's only 23 and is under contract at Bayer Leverkusen until 2028, so he has a few more years left in him at Bayer Leverkusen, learn his craft a little bit more, play more brilliant football under Alonso, establish himself as one of the best fullbacks on the planet, and then make his big money move to one of the elite sides in Europe. And if Xabi Alonso sticks around at Bayer Leverkusen, they could well become one of those sides. But do let me know what you think in the comments. Should he stay or should he go? Let me know what what you think. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Check out this video why I think Erling Haaland is overrated, and I'll see you in the next one.